Today we are looking at bunny hops, bump jumps, and what I call a log hop. Slightly different variations of a hopping technique. They'll be on my 2023 Capra. It is a MX, so it's 29-inch front, 27.5 rear. I'm going to have the suspension fully unlocked today. It's 170 on the front and 165 on the rear, and that's not going to affect any of the bunny hop. This is the regular bunny hop. It's got three parts to it. The first part is you're going to start down super low, and then you're going to push the bike out in front of you and push with your heels, and then that is going to cause your front wheel to lift. As your front wheel is lifting, you stand up real tall, and that causes all your weight to go to the top, and at this point your arms are going to be extended, so you're standing like this, and then push the bike out in front of you, and that causes the rear wheel to come up. John's going to do some practice runs. We'll give him feedback. That's pretty good. Do another one, except try and put your hips more into it at the top. His form's pretty good, but I wonder if we can get a bit more height. Okay, so when you did that, your timing is a little bit off now. So try and do, but you went higher, so try and do the same thing with your hips, but change the timing a bit so that your wheels land flat. How was that?
Better. It's still a little cocky. You know, a little quirky.
You're getting higher than your first one. And it looks smoother too. And the middle motion looks smoother. How was that?
You tell me.
I think you can get higher if you get that hip extension a little bit further. Try one more. It's the same technique as a bunny hop, except that we're going to use this rock or any bump on the trail to help initiate the upward motion of our front and rear wheel. So everything is going to be the same. We're going to go back on the bike and then push the bike forward when we get to the top, but we're going to hit the front wheel. And I'll try and demonstrate how that might work. We can use this to give us an extra assist on getting over larger obstacles.
This is also a bump hop. The obstacle here is much higher than my wheel size. The goal here is to impact the top edge at about 45-degree angle on the wheel. When it's just right, the bike feels light and just floats up these obstacles. This is what it looks like if you mistime the edge and end up hitting the wall too low with the front wheel. Notice that the back wheel doesn't even contact the wall. If you hit the wall too high, the rear wheel doesn't have any pop and makes a large impact on the wall.
This is the log hop technique. It is slightly different to the bunny hop technique. We are not going to be pushing the bike out in front of us and putting our weight back. Instead, to get the front wheel up on top of this log, we are going to preload the bike and make the bike light and aim to have our front wheel put on top of the log. At this point, our weight should be forward instead of back, so we're going to be able to preload again and then push the bike forward and get our rear wheel to sit on top of this log. And then we're done.
You can see the two preloads on the bike by watching the rear shock travel. The first one is on approach. Notice the weight doesn't shift back like a bunny hop. The second is as soon as the front wheel touches the log. This timing is very difficult to master as it relies on accurate placement of the front wheel on the log and also accurate timing for the second preload. I've found it very difficult to translate this skill as smaller obstacles are actually harder to hit because the timing is quicker. I'd recommend a log with diameter about 12 inches to start with, as this will allow you to get the timing right, but also be pretty safe to roll over. The log hop technique is much more efficient to use out on the trail if speeds are low, as it uses less energy than a bunny hop and maintains more speed than a bug hop.